Monday, guys. How are you? Welcome into the Monday morning edition of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You can follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. And we are here thanks to BetMGM every morning on BettingPros.com, on YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. All right, so yesterday, not a good day. But, hey, it's even though yesterday wasn't a good day, I was okay with what happened because, one, the Red Sox game got all thrown out of whack when COVID-19 came in and affected the Phillies. So I had bet the yes run in the first inning because of Aaron Nola's very impressive record, 12-6, I think it was, to a yes in a run in the first inning. He gets scratched. They go with a whole bullpen game. It changed everything up. The Red Sox preparation gets tossed up into the air, and then that stunk. So that was a loss there. But that happens in the COVID era. We're just going to have to live with those things. The Red Sox lost the game 5-4, but really bad base running mistake by the Red Sox late in that game by Vasquez, who got thrown out trying to stretch into a wide turn over first base. If he doesn't do that, he stays on. The game is tied 5-5. Red Sox maybe have a chance to win that game in extra innings. So just a kind of a bummer of a game. Red Sox lose 4 of 5 going into the All-Star break, which is not good, but they are way up and headed towards our 79 win total. At some point in August, they'll get to 79 wins, and we'll cash that ticket for the Red Sox to win more than 79 games. So I'm beginning to come around on the idea of betting the Red Sox to win the American League East. I'm just not really there just yet, but I'm coming around. I'm coming around on it. So we've got so then I kind of went a little crazy with the NBA game. I'd only bet one game, and I kind of said, well, I wanted to be more heavily involved with that. So I added 3 more bets to the podcast on the Discord channel for official plays. We ended up going 2-5 overall, but 2-1 on the plays we added. So got the Bucks minus 4.5 correct. I should have taken the Bucks in the first half. I thought they'd win the first quarter, but they lost the first quarter and they blew out the Suns in the second quarter. They were leading big by 15 points at halftime, so they covered that 2.5, 3.5 point line at the first half easy. So we got the first quarter wrong, got the game right at minus 4.5, and we got the Bucks team total over 112.5 right. Cam Johnson goes 1 for 5 from behind the 3-point line. Need just one more of those threes to go down for his prop to go over 1.5 threes. So that's an unfortunate miss there. But, all in all, England wasn't my bet. That was my boy's bet. If you had taken what I said last weekend, I said Wednesday, I said bet Italy. And then when people that I trust, and as I said, I gave my guy Papa Bear, I gave him the Dustin Poirier victory, so he bet that, and he turned around and said, look, he went heavy on England. And when you lose a game on penalty kicks, it came down to the last kicker for England is a teenager. I mean, look, that's just, soccer sucks. I'm sorry if you like betting soccer, but betting soccer sucks. That's just what it is. But you go down to penalty kicks, it's not like it's a bad handicap. It's a coin flip. Like, literally, it's a coin flip. So those days are going to happen, all right? That's just, chalk that up just to sports betting, and we move on to the All-Star break for Major League Baseball. All right, there's not a lot going on today. We are into a period of time where most people kick their heels up and just kind of, take a vacation, if you will, literally or figuratively from sports betting. But I've got a couple of plays for you just because we're junkies and we want to get some action on the Home Run Derby. So I've got 2 plays for the Home Run Derby. And I'm going to give you my favorite college football win total bet so far. I'm going to have a bunch of them as we head towards the year, but I wanted to add on because there's not a lot of handicapping going into the Home Run Derby. I'm not going to get into who wins. I'm not betting on Shohei Ohtani, and I'm not betting on Joey Gallo, but I think Joey Gallo could win the thing. I think if you want to take a flyer on him to win it, go ahead. My bets have to do with a couple of prop bets that you can jump in on, and if you want to use the BetMGM $20 bet to win $100 on any event with the promo code JUICE100, always above me here on YouTube. If you ever forget about what the code is, it's code JUICE100 when you're watching on YouTube. Here's the thing. You can use that $20 bet on either of these 3 bets that I'm going to give you because they are all at BetMGM. In fact, one of them at BetMGM, you're going to get 9 feet better, kind of give the bet away, than what you'd see on FanDuel. Okay, so you can shop around here and you can find a much better number at BetMGM versus other books in terms of where we are, okay? So here are the first 2 for the Home Run Derby. All right, again, I'm not getting involved in anything but these 2 props. I'm going to give you the longest home run in the first round and the longest home run overall here, okay? So in the first round at BetMGM, the distance for the longest home run in the first round is 505 feet. The longest home run ever hit at Coors Field was Giancarlo Stanton when he was with the Marlins. He hit a 504-foot home run off Chad Bettis on August the 6th, 2016. These are the official home runs distance-wise ever hit at Coors Field, okay? So when you're talking about, a 504-foot home run, this is projected, right? But that's not, okay, that's far, right? But you could say, wait, the home run derby, aren't we going with juiced baseballs? Yes. Aren't we dealing with Coors Field? Yes. Okay. And aren't we dealing with players trying to hit as hard as they can, as far as they can? Yes. Michael Taylor of the Nationals back in 2015 hit a ball 493 feet for the second longest official home run. And then a guy named Rangel Ravello of the Cardinals, who I've never heard of, hit a home run 487 feet back in September of 2019. And that tied Trevor Story's home run of 487 feet that Trevor Story's of the Rockies hit off of Andrew Suarez of the Giants back in September of 2018. Trevor Story is in the home run derby, okay? He's up against Joey Gallo in the first round. Now, I don't know if Trevor Story can beat Joey Gallo in the head-to-head, but we'll say this. If Trevor Story is hitting a baseball 487 feet at Coors Field during a game, Trevor Story can hit a baseball over 505 feet in the first round. The over 505 feet for the longest home run in the first round is minus 115 at BetMGM. We are betting over 500.5 feet over for a half a unit at minus 115. Longest home run in the first round. Okay, like I said, if it goes anywhere near the 504-foot home run that Giancarlo Stanton hit back in 2016, we're clearing that with relative ease, right? We're getting over 505 feet. We're good, minus 115 in the first round. Now, the first round involves every participant. Shohei Ohtani, Juan Soto, Salvador Perez, Pete Alonso, Joey Gallo, Trevor Story, Matt Olson, and Trey Mancini. Any one of those guys hits a home run 501 feet, we cash. Okay? 501 feet, we cash. That's the ticket for round one. Half a unit. And the same is going to go for the longest home run in the entire competition. 510.5 feet is the number. Now, I saw books at 503.5. All right? I can't give that to you because it's not available, okay? 503, there were certain books that I saw, but nothing that people would be widely available. I feel comfortable giving you 510.5 and not the 503.5 that I saw earlier yesterday. It's because FanDuel is at 519 for this number. BetMGM is at 510.5. That is a monster 8.5 feet of value here you've got from BetMGM at minus 125 for the longest home run to be hit in the home run derby. And we're coming back here. It's 519.5 now, by the way. So it is a full 9 feet of value for the over, and they're going minus 110 on this, but we're going 510.5, minus 125 for a half a unit for the longest home run hit at Coors Field. These balls are juiced beyond all belief. Given what we have seen with the lack of home runs and the lack of offense, I expect these things to be Super Bowls coming up here. Baseball wants headlines, 550-foot home run. They want something stupid to happen. They want ballparks like practically leaving the ballpark coming up here tonight for the home run derby. So rather than sweat who wins, rather than sweat what lineup, if I was going to bet somebody, I would bet Pete Alonso. Okay, if you want to talk about who I would put my money on to win this thing, Pete Alonso at plus 500, I think is a pretty good bet. Joey Gallo, decent bet. Shohei Ohtani, the favorite doesn't always win this thing, but if you want to bet like a matchup like Ohtani versus Gallo in the final, okay, maybe. But I'm just not going to get too crazy into all this. I'm going to enjoy the home run contest versus sweating out who beats whom. and just expect a ton of power from the entire field in the first round and then everyone. I mean, look, if a guy hits a home run 511 feet in the first round, we cash. Okay? So I think you can with one swing, we can cash 2 bets in the first round. That's why I like this. All right? So it's a half a unit on each first round over 505 feet, 500.5 feet, and then for the whole home run derby over 510 and a half, 510 feet and a half a foot for minus 125, minus 115, minus 125. Both of those are a half a unit. We're going a whole unit here into the home run derby. Let's watch and again, one swing in the first round gets us to like 512, 511, and we cash both bets in the first round. So that's the hope, that one swing can cash both bets for us. All right, so that's all I've got for the home run derby. For my favorite college football future, I again am going to BetMGM. And again, you can use this if you want the $20 wager. You can go ahead and jump on it if you would like. Here's where we are. The UNLV Rebels. Now, I know you might go, Matt, didn't you go with UNLV basketball last year and you were way off? Yep, okay. But let's talk about UNLV football for a second, okay? UNLV football, their win total is set at 1.5. 1.5. They went 0-6 last year in the first year under Marcus Arroyo, who left Oregon, who came over to coach UNLV. He had no offseason. He had no defense. And his offense was not very good. 17 points per game, less than 340 yards of offense per game. It was ugly. It was really, really ugly. They've got a TCU transfer named Justin Rogers, who's a big kid. They got a sophomore named Doug Brumfield who's coming in here. But their defense is bad, okay? Their defense is not good. But they've got some winnable football games. And here's the thing. They will be playing in Allegiant Stadium. They will be playing in this gorgeous, awesome, brand spanking new football stadium that is going to have any college kid jacked to go out there and play. Now, it could work both ways because you've got your rivals coming in here as well. And the season is going to hinge, I think the offense will be better. I think the offensive line is going to be better for UNLV. I think they're going to get some better quarterback play for UNLV, but their defense is going to be really important. They have got to figure out a way to stop getting run over. They got killed on the ground last year, gave up so many yards. We need 2 wins, okay? We need 2 wins from this schedule. The opener against Eastern Washington, a tough team, but they have got to win that game. All right, that's a must-win. They must win that game because they're not winning week 2 at Arizona State. And the Iowa State game here on September the 18th is going to be a virtual it's probably going to be a home game for Iowa State. I know my friends who work in Ames in Des Moines have told me that there are charter planes coming to Vegas from Ames and from Des Moines for this game. It's going to be a takeover. Iowa State's going to have one of their best teams maybe ever. And UNLV, Iowa State fans love to party. They love to come to Vegas. Iowa people love coming here. I'm going to Iowa at the end of August. More on that a little bit later on. But we'll talk a lot about this Iowa State game when I'm in Des Moines coming up in the end of August. But that's just a complete, they're going to get killed in that game. But then they play at Fresno State, okay? That's a Mountain West game. They're at UTSA, tough team on the road, open date, home for Utah State, home for San Jose State, at Nevada in the big rivalry game, at New Mexico, a game they probably should win, home against Hawaii, maybe a game they can sneak late in the year, home for San Diego State, maybe they could steal one and shock some people there, and then at Air Force. Maybe they could find a way to get that. But they miss Boise State, they miss Colorado State, and they miss Wyoming. They're missing some of the big boys in the Mountain West Conference in Marcus Arroyo's second season. He gets an off-season workout program. He gets to work with his players. He'll have a crowd showing up, full capacity crowd coming up for UNLV. And I need 2 wins, and it's even money. This is my favorite bet right now of the college football season at BetMGM. Over 1.5 wins for UNLV at even money. 1 unit. We're going full unit on UNLV to win 2 football games. That's all I need. Beat Eastern Washington to start the year, and then Upset somebody else. One of these home games, one of these road games, beat New Mexico, beat Nevada, a rivalry game. Just win 2 games. That's all we need. I'm betting it. I like it a lot. I think the team will be better. Marcus Arroyo is a young guy doing some great things in recruiting. Offensive mind. I think UNLV takes a big step forward, and all that is going from 0 wins to 2 wins. Okay, that's all that I need is UNLV to win 2 football games this year. Most likely, it's the win over Eastern Washington and then winning against New Mexico or Air Force on the road. One of those 2 games, most likely that's the road game that they win, and they win 2 games. I'm not saying 2 wins is a great season, just saying 2 wins is all we need to cash this prop at even money for UNLV at BetMGM. Over 1.5 wins for UNLV is my favorite college football bet right now, sitting here in the middle of July. All right, those are the plays today. 1 college football, 2 bets in the home run derby. First round, a home run going longer than 505 feet. And overall in the entire tournament, the entire derby, a home run getting hit more than 510.5 feet, both at a half a unit, minus 125 and minus 115 for the home run derby. Let's see some power. Let's see some warm temperatures and some springy baseballs flying out of Coors Field coming up tonight here for the home run derby. Those are the plays. And a reminder, we have the Discord bet that will happen 4:30-ish, somewhere in that range. I'll give everyone the alert. Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time. I'll give everybody the alert. We will do the Discord bet. We'll try to find a win here. We're 5-9, if I'm correct, or 5-8. I got to go check that. Either 5-8 or 5-9 on the Discord bet of the week. Let's find a winner here for something to jump in here on. If it's, it's a play for Tuesday, and it's going to be a play most likely on the All-Star game, right? We'll try to find something, and I'll even let you extend it to Wednesday if you want. If you want to extend it to to have the bet be on Wednesday, have it be for the NBA Finals. If you want to do that, I don't have a problem with, hey, Matt, there's not much going on, but Wednesday, if you guys want to pick something for the Discord bet and keep it on the same schedule as doing it on Monday afternoon, but we can do it for Wednesday's game if you want, because Tuesday is kind of funky, obviously, with no baseball games besides the All-Star game. So we'll extend it a little bit if you want to go ahead and bet, or maybe you want to bet MLS. Who knows? So 7:30 Eastern time, 7:30, somewhere in that range. We'll start the Discord Bet of the Week conversation on the Discord channel. You can get a link to it underneath me here on YouTube. If you're listening to it, it's bettingpros.com/chat to get in to it. And while you're on the YouTube channel, make sure you hit subscribe. When you hit subscribe, you triple your entries into the opportunity to win the Magic Johnson autographed jersey, which will be given away at the end of the month. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's the Daily Juice Podcast right here on bettingpros.com, brought to you by BetMGM.